The town of Two Forks was on edge. The telegraph had screamed for a week. Wanted, Coyote Danvers, armed, dangerous, scar on his left cheek. So when the stranger rode in, quiet with cold eyes and a faint scar visible under his hat, Sheriff Brody felt a cold surge of triumph. He had him. Brody arrested him in the general store. No fight. The stranger just looked tired. "You've got the wrong man," he said, his voice quiet. "Tell it to the judge," Brody growled, cuffing him. "You fit the poster." He locked him in the jailhouse, feeling proud. His first big arrest. Case closed, but something nagged at him. He went to the livery to check the stranger's horse. The horse was a decent bay, but the saddle, it was old, worn smooth by years of honest work. The stitching was patched, mended with a careful, almost tender hand. Brody frowned. The wanted poster specifically mentioned Danvers' expensive, silver-inlaid saddle. This was the saddle of a homesteader, a poor rancher, not a flashy outlaw. Doubt crept in. Just then he heard shouting. A crowd was gathering outside the jail, led by a man whose brother had been killed by Danvers' gang. "He's in there. String him up. We know what he did." A Lynch mob, angry, scared, demanding blood. Brody ran back, shotgun in hand, stood on the jailhouse steps. "Go home," he yelled. "This man gets a trial. We're tired of trials," the leader yelled back, holding up a rope. "We want justice." Brody looked at the angry faces, looked back at the cell where the quiet stranger just watched him, saying nothing. Brody's hand tightened on his shotgun. He could give them the prisoner. They'd call him a hero for it. But the saddle, that old patched saddle, it didn't fit. "No," Brody said, his voice hard as iron. He cocked the shotgun. "You'll take him over my dead body. This town, my town, follows the law." The mob stared, stunned by his sudden ferocity. They'd known Brody his whole life, never seen this fire in him. Grumbling, angry, but unwilling to cross their new sheriff, they slowly dispersed. An hour later, the telegraph key clattered to life. A message from the next territory. "Coyote Danvers captured this morning near Wichita Stop, possessed silver saddle stop." Brody read the paper, his hands shaking slightly. He walked back to the cell, unlocked it. The quiet stranger just stood up, rubbing his wrists. Didn't say, "I told you so." Didn't say anything. Brody handed him his hat. "You're free to go." The stranger just nodded, walked to the livery, put his old worn saddle on his horse, and rode out of town, disappearing into the dust. Brody watched him go, the weight of the badge suddenly feeling a whole lot heavier. A man's reputation is on the posters, but his character is often in the details. Find more hidden truths in Frontier Minutes. Subscribe for short Western stories.